Good day, everyone. I am Eliza B. Orivida, and today I'm going to present to you my research study entitled The Effects of Perilla frutescens in Testosterone-Induced Benign Prostatic Hyperplasia and Prostate Cancer Mice Model. Perilla frutescens is an annual herb in the Labiataceae family, which has been used in traditional Chinese medicine for its medicinal and dietary benefits. Its stems, leaves, and seeds are known to help with cancer prevention, depression, asthma, infections, and oxidative stress while promoting overall health and slowing aging. These effects are thanks to its rich antioxidants and bioactive compounds like flavonoids, polyphenols, essential fatty acids, and vitamins. It has been traditionally used to treat conditions such as long B, NTCM, prostate cancer, and benign prostatic hyperplasia are referred to as long B, which translates to difficulty urinating and urinary retention. Prostate cancer and benign prostatic hyperplasia are the two primary urological conditions that commonly impact elderly males. In reality, a significant proportion ranging from 95% to 98% of senior males who seek consultation with urologists due to prostate-related issues exhibit clinical indications of either BPH, PCA, or a combination of both conditions, with the prostate serving as the principal organ affected. In clinical settings, alpha-1 blockers and 5-alpha reductase inhibitors are commonly used medication, often in combination, but they work through diverse mechanisms and can cause side effects. Although herbal medicines take longer to show results, but they are generally well tolerated and fewer side effects and interactions for most patients. While PF has long been recognized in TCM for its therapeutic potential in various conditions, its efficacy in treating prostate-related conditions such as PCA and BPH remains underexplored. A study by Garcia et al. 2023 found that the ethanolic extract of PF, PFE, was highly effective against prostate cancer cells Du145. The key compound in the extract, rosmarinic acid, showed strong anti-PCA activity using molecular docking with these cancer cells. However, limited studies have directly investigated PFE's effects on BPH and PCA, particularly in the context of testosterone-induced mice models that closely mimic the progression of these prostate disorders. Furthermore, the aforementioned study is confined exclusively to anti-PCA interactions, with no exploration of anti-BPH interactions conducted through molecular docking. Hence, this study aims to investigate the effects of PFE in testosterone-induced BPH and PCA mice models. Animal models were employed as they replicate the changes testosterone causes in the prostate, making them ideal for studying these disorders. Additionally, research by Chai et al. 2023 highlights two key compounds in PF, which are rosmarinic acid and apigenin. Hence, molecular docking was performed to see how these compounds might interact with androgen receptor proteins linked to BPH. This study is important because it fills the gap by exploring PF as a natural and affordable treatment option for prostate-related conditions. The findings of the study could help develop alternative therapies that are both effective and accessible. It also ties into the Sustainable Development Goals, SDG 3, Good Health and Well-being, and SDG 12, Responsible Consumption and Production. Plus, this research could inspire more studies on plant-based treatments for prostate conditions, paving the way for innovative and eco-friendly therapies in the field of phytomedicine. This study focuses on the effects of PFE on testosterone-induced BPH and PCA mice models. The study used testosterone-induced mice models to assess the effects of PFE on prostate enlargement, thereby simulating BPH and PCA conditions. It also delves into the potential interactions of two key compounds in PFE, rosmarinic acid and apigenin, with androgen receptor proteins through molecular docking. The study also has the limitations. It specifically uses PFE from the study of Garcia et al. 2023 and concentrates only on the bioactive compounds rosmarinic acid and apigenin, excluding other components of PFE. Additionally, the The molecular docking analysis targets only the anti-BPH interactions of PFE and does not explore its other potential therapeutic effects. The materials used in the study are listed in the slide. For the animal testing materials, we have the Purula fruticans, 4-week-old male ICR mice, doxazosine, testosterone, olive oil, distilled water, 95% ethanol, and so on. For molecular docking materials, we have the ligands rosmarinic acid and apigenin, and control ligands doxazosine and tamsulosin, androgen receptor proteins, and BioVia Discovery Studio 2022 software. And then statistical analysis tools, we have Graph Prism and Excel 2019. Now for the testosterone-induced mice model, 4-week-old male ICR mice were procured from Biolasco, Taiwan. Upon arrival, the mice underwent a 1-week acclimatization period in the laboratory under controlled conditions. The mice were provided with standard feed and distilled water. After adaptation, they were randomly assigned to different groups: the control group, Doxter group, which is the positive control group, P. fruticans extract low dose PFEL group, P. fruticans extract high dose PFEH group, and blank. Figure 1 shows the timeline for the testosterone-induced mice model. At day 0, all the mice were weighed until day 30. The mice from different groups were injected with 0.05 ml of testosterone, aside from the blank group, since it represents the normal physiological state of the mice. The positive control group was administered with 0.05 ml of Doxter solution. The PFEL group was administered 0.05 ml of low-dose PFE, while the PFEH group was administered with 0.05 ml of high-dose PFE. The experimental protocol received approval from the local ethics committee of Changchun Christian University, Tainan. All animal experiments complied with the guide for the care and use of laboratory animals of the National Institutes of Health, publication number 85-23. Now, for molecular docking, rosmarinic acid and apigenin were selected as the ligands of interest, given their prominence as the primary compounds in PF as documented by Chai et al. 2023. For comparative analysis, the control compounds include doxazosine and tamsulosin, which are standard BPH medications. The nucleoproteins associated with BPH, identified by their PDB IDs 5JJM and 2AMA, were explicitly chosen to evaluate the anti-BPH impact of rosmarinic acid and apigenin. 5JJM is the crystal structure of the homodimeric androgen receptor ligand binding domain bound to DHT and LXXLL peptide. At the same time, 2AMA is the crystal structure of the human androgen receptor ligand binding domain in complex with DHT. Such proteins were selected based on the relevance of androgen receptors to BPH proliferation. After establishing protein and ligand models, molecular docking simulations were conducted using BioVia Discovery Studio 2022, and appropriate docking parameters were applied. For the results and discussion, the recorded body weight of the mice from day 0 to day 30 is shown in Figure 3. The results indicated that no significant changes were observed within each group. That said, in Figure 2, a significant difference was noticed between the control group and the blank group. The observed disparity suggested the control group's model for BPH and PCA demonstrated an alteration in the proportion of prostate weight to mouse weight, in contrast to the blank group's representation of the normal physiological state. This demonstrates the success of testosterone-induced models in producing alterations in the features of BPH and BCA, thus providing a basis for analysis. Moreover, a significant difference was observed between the control and the positive control group. The positive control group, which received doxazosine in addition to testosterone, is used as a reference point for the established pharmacological treatment. The decreased ratio of prostate weight to mouse weight in the PC group suggests that the standard treatment effectively reduces the pathological alterations linked to BPH and PCA. Furthermore, the PFEL and PFEH groups displayed significant differences when compared to the control group. The results indicate that administering PFEL ethanolic extract at both low and high doses decreased the ratio of prostate weight to mouse weight. Significantly, the PFEL group exhibited a more pronounced effect, suggesting for further dosage regimen optimization. This highlights the potential effectiveness of PFE in reducing the impact of testosterone-induced BPH and PCA, as the findings suggest that PFE has a comparable efficacy to doxazosine in treating pathological alterations concerning testosterone-induced BPH and PCA in mice. For the molecular docking, RA exhibited the highest LiveDox score among the tested compounds. The LiveDox score of RA exceeded the scores of conventional BPH medicines, DOX, and TAM, which indicates that RA exhibits a potentially strong binding affinity to the target nucleoproteins, emphasizing its promising anti-BPH characteristics. On the other hand, AP revealed varied interactions with the target proteins. In Figure 4, the 2D and 3D ligand-protein interactions illustrate a detailed visualization of the molecular interactions between RA and AP with 5-JJM and 2-AMA nucleoproteins. Notable interactions include van der Waals forces, attractive charge interactions, conventional hydrogen bonds, carbon-hydrogen bonds, pi-cation ion, pi-pi T-shape, pi-alkyl, pi-sulfur, and amide pi-stack interactions. The binding affinity of a ligand to a protein is influenced by multiple molecular interactions such as those mentioned above. However, there is an observed unfavorable acceptor-acceptor interaction between AP with 5-JJM and AP with 2-AMA. An unfavorable acceptor-acceptor band impacts the stability of the compound. The presence of unfavorable protein-ligand interactions indicates repulsion between two molecules or atoms, ultimately diminishing the stability of the complex. The diminished stability translates to a lower binding affinity, impacting the efficacy of the molecular recognition and binding. Nevertheless, the molecular docking results confirm that RA and AP, especially RA, exhibit promising interactions with nucleoproteins associated with BPH, ultimately indicating that RA and AP demonstrate potential anti-BPH properties. For the conclusion, the study looked into the therapeutic potential of p-fructisence ethanolic extract for addressing BPH and PCA using testosterone-induced mice models. The results were promising, showing that PFE significantly reduced the prostate weight to mouse weight ratio compared to the control groups. Interestingly, both low and high doses of PFE were effective, with the lower dose having a more pronounced effect, highlighting the need for further exploration of optimal dosing. Molecular docking focused on two key components of PF, which are RA and AP. RA showed exceptional inhibitory effects on androgen receptor proteins, achieving higher LiveDox scores than typical BPH drugs, while AP demonstrated favorable interactions with target proteins despite a few limitations. Overall, PFE shows great potential as a natural alternative or complementary treatment for BPH and PCA, paving the way for further research. It is recommended that future research should focus on clarifying detailed mechanism of action by which PF treats BPH and PCA. It is important to optimize the dosage regimens to determine the most effective and safe concentrations for therapeutic use. Long-term safety and efficacy of PF should also be evaluated to ensure its reliability in treating prostatic disorders. Additionally, further studies should explore other potential bioactive compounds in PF that may contribute to its therapeutic effects. Additional investigation and clinical trials to fully use the therapeutic capabilities of PF in prostatic disorders should be done. This study will establish a basis for future research and possible clinical applications. That's it. Thank you for listening.